Hit music only.
So, welcome to the Energy Startalk. Kelvin Jones, how are you?
Thank you. Hi, I'm good. I'm really good.
You played a show yesterday. That was your last stop of your German tour?
Yeah. We played. I played for a whole week. Went to Cologne, Munich, Göttingen, Baden-Baden, and then finished in Berlin.
So, I guess your German is perfect.
Horrible. Just a nightmare. I've learned a couple of swear words, and then I've learned how to say Alles Gute zum Geburtstag, because it was one of the girls' birthdays on the show. So that's all I've learned. That's it. Yeah.
But that's actually quite enough.
That's more than I need, really. I've gone too far, to be honest.
So we have actually a little questionnaire for you to get to know you better, because it's the first time that you're here.
Cool.
First one is your full name, please.
My full name, Kelvin Jones. That's it.
No middle name.
Very, very simple. Very simple, yeah.
Your date of birth.
10th of February 1995.
You're very young,
Well, thank you. I do try.
but it's good. Your place of birth.
I was born in Harare in Zimbabwe. Yeah.
And when did you come to England?
Then I moved to England when I was 9 years old, I think. Yeah, and now I'm 20, so next 10 years maybe in Germany.
Yeah, would be an idea.
Yeah.
Your favorite artist or artists?
Favorite artist, I think John Mayer, without a doubt. It's pretty easy one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You haven't met him?
Do I have a bad temper?
Have you met him?
Have I met? Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Entirely different. Have I? No, I've not met him. I've seen him play. I saw John Mayer play in O2 Arena in England, October the 20th. The reason why I remember the date is because I watched it and then I didn't go back to university, any lectures. I just started playing guitar since then. And that was 2 years ago. Yeah.
And your favorite song or favorite songs?
By John Mayer or just favorite songs?
Just.
Oh, just favorite songs. Right now, I'm digging Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. That's just my jam. I'm singing that, like, annoying people with that song. Shine by Years and Years. Insane. Yeah, those two.
Yeah. Next question is your favorite movie or TV show?
Favorite movie. When I was 16 years old, I watched 500 Days of Summer. And like every other teenage boy, I fell in love with Zooey Deschanel. That was my favorite movie for a while. Favorite TV show? How I Met Your Mother, Scrubs. There's so many. Way too many. It's all I do. Just watch that stuff, yeah.
The whole time.
Pretty much. If I'm not playing guitar, I'm watching stupid shows. That's what I'm doing.
And do you have any hobbies or talents apart from the music?
Oh, thank you for saying I'm talented in music.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Apart from that, I skate a lot. I wouldn't call it a talent. It's a hobby. Definitely a hobby. Yeah, I just find it the best way. Why would you walk if you can skate? So yeah, I skate around a lot.
And do you fall?
I fall more than I skate. I spend more time on the floor than I do on the board, for sure.
And coming from the hobbies to the bad habits, do you have any bad habits?
Ooh, bad habits. Bad habits. I'm a killer. From time to time. Yeah, I've buried bodies. No, I think it'd be for other people to tell me rather than. I think people have been too nice to tell me. I don't know what are my bad habits. I bite my nails. I really do. Like, it's taking all my strength to not do it right now.
I'm always like.
Ugh.
And now coming to your music, how did you start making music? At what age?
I was 15, 16, so 4 or 5 years ago. My brother bought a guitar and he wanted to learn but never really bothered. Then he went to university and he left the guitar for me. And well, not for me, but he just left it. And I said, that's for me. And I started playing just like songs on like one string. And I was like so impressed. And I was showing my parents and they were like, that's not music, that's just noise. And ever since then, I've been obsessed with playing guitar and writing songs.
And did you have a plan B?
Plan B, no.
And
Well, I was I was a student for about 2 months, but more like 2 weeks. And that wasn't really ever a plan B. As soon as I knew I had to do music, I was obsessed, and it was like an illness, and I just had to do that, and that's it.
And how did it happen? I mean, Call You Home has a success story.
Sure.
Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy story, actually. So, in this time that I was at university, I decided to write the song. I wrote the song "Call You Home," and I uploaded it to YouTube. Recorded it in my university living room, in my bedroom, and just put it on YouTube. About a month later, a guy called Daniel Ridley from my old school he just happened to like the song, and he uploaded it onto a website called Reddit. And he just said, "Look what a guy from my old school did." And we never really spoke. It wasn't like a friend of mine doing me a favor or anything. But anyway, my phone starts going crazy, just buzzing like insane. And I check, and it's Twitter, and people going, "I love the song, I love the song." And I was like, this is weird. Like, I know people like the song, but not this much. And then I realize somebody tells me I'm on the front page on the top of Reddit, which is insane. So I run like crazy, run back home, and I get there, and it's real, it's true, and it's gone from like 1,000 views to nearly 1 million views overnight. And that was a year and a half ago, and I still don't really understand what's going on or what happened.
And do you remember the first time you heard it on the radio? Because I
Yeah.
guess it's a very special feeling.
Oh yeah. The first time I heard "Call You Home" on the radio. Oh no, wait. That was closer. No. I've not yet heard it on the radio. No, I've heard another song of mine that we released in England, just kind of a small release on the radio. "Call You Home." I've been here for a week. They've told me that it's being played on the radio. I've not heard it once.
You have to listen to Energy.
I'll listen to it on Energy. What's it called? Hit music only. Absolutely. Yeah. No, because my band have heard it. I still haven't heard it. So yeah, I'll be just listening all the time now to make sure I hear it once.
And what does actually the song mean to you? Call You Home.
"Call You Home." It's, for me personally, it's changed meaning so much, because it started off as this song about a girl and about just the way that I was feeling at that time. But because of what the song has done for me and where I've played it, like 2 nights ago I played it in Göttingen in front of 2,000 people, and they had their phones, their lights up, and they were singing the song back to me, and I nearly cried, because I was just remembering playing it in the pubs in front of 2 people in Portsmouth in university. So every night it changes meaning for me. It just kind of becomes this thing which is like tells the story of where I've been almost,
And there's actually an album coming up soon.
Yeah.
How finished is it?
100% finished. It's so I recorded this album in Berlin with the 2 guys, Sascha Skarbeck and Tobias Kuhn, producers, and we made it on Warschaustrasse on Schlesisstrasse in Kreuzberg. And it took 5 weeks, and then that was like in February, March, and then 5 months of just listening to every little noise to make sure it's perfect as it needs to be, and it's finally ready, and it's crazy for me to say it's coming out soon. I think October the 16th is coming out, yeah.
Did you already hold it in your hand?
No, again, not seen it. They don't show me anything. I'm not even sure if this is real. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it lots and lots and lots, but yeah.
And what can we expect musically? Can you give us a little hint?
Yeah. Musically speaking, it's definitely pop. That's what I aim to create as a pop album. But pop it's got a bad stigma about it. But pop just means popular music. Michael Jackson, The Police, Marvin Gaye. These guys they were soul and whatever, but they were pop musicians. And that's what I kind of try to achieve. And hopefully, I try to bring back the connection in music, that kind of like thing where you hear a song and it just tells you something about yourself. So that's what I hope to achieve. It doesn't really describe what kind of music it is, but that's what I try to get anyway.
And when you think about the album, what makes you the most proud?
Stop the Moment. Stop the Moment is the name of the album, and is also the name of my favorite song on the album. I've got it tattooed somewhere here, like there. You can just about see it. And this is a song I wrote in Berlin in Michelberger Hotel on Warschaustrasse. And it's one of the songs on the album, one of the only songs that's not about a girl who broke my heart. And it's just about capturing a moment, even like the smallest little bits of moments, and just appreciating the hell out of it. And when I play that song live, every single time I just kind of go back to that same place. And I'm very, very proud of that song, yeah.
And why did you actually record it in Berlin?
I recorded it in Berlin because, 2 reasons. One, Tobias Kuhn, the guy who I said, the German producer, really just amazing guy who I love the way he just much like a lot of Germans, he just told me what he was thinking. He didn't kind of beat around the bush. He just said, I don't like this song, I like this part. And I just said, that's going to be easy to work with. And then also, I didn't want to make an album at home, because at home, you're surrounded by everything that you know, and you kind of know where the shops are, where your friends are, and you just start making kind of safe and boring decisions in the studio. So I wanted to be somewhere where it was strange, where there's hipsters everywhere and stuff, you know. So Berlin was the perfect place.
And where did you live? You said Michelberger?
Yeah, I lived in the Michelberger for 5 weeks. It was like my home. Every time I go there, I know pretty much everyone there. It's pretty crazy, yeah.
And what are your favorite places? I hope that you did some sightseeing or
yeah.
walking around.
Well, here's the thing. When you have a... I did 2 kinds of sightseeing. One I did was like a bus tour when my mum and dad came over, and we kind of did the tour around Berlin, and I fell asleep. It was the most boring thing. I think that's the worst way to see, you know, sorry for any bus tours around, that's the worst way to see a town. The other type of sightseeing I did was I just grabbed my skateboard and just kind of went random places, man. And I have no idea what the places are called. The only place I remember was the tourist area, which is Alexanderplatz. But I went to all these crazy forests and places. I had no idea what they're called, but it's just really inspiring, beautiful places, you know.
And you skated a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Like I've stopped now a little bit, because if you fall, you can hurt your arms, and I kind of need my hands for the music thing. But whilst I was making the album, that's all I did. I'd make the album in the studio from 8 to maybe 8 in the evening, and then skate until midnight and just go around.
And did you skate at the Warschauer Straße? You know that place between the trams?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, exactly. Right between the trams and everything. I went everywhere. Yeah, absolutely.
And what about some German food? What's your favorite German food?
Favorite German food? I don't want to say anything typical, because I've tried all the kind of the sausages and all that stuff, and I've tried...
But the sausages are better than in England.
Oh, yeah. There's not even a question. There's not even a question. Do you know what's really better than in England is beer? And I know it sounds obvious, but I hate beer. I hate beer so much, more than anything else. And I shouldn't be saying that in Germany, but I do. And I came here and I tried German beer, and I could actually drink it. Whereas in England, I drink some stuff and I have to throw up for the next 10 minutes.
But you have better cider.
We do have really good cider. That's what I drink when I'm in England, yeah. You guys don't even... Cider's like for girls here. It's like...
Yeah.
People were laughing at me because I was like drinking my cider with like 2 hands, just like really having a good time. They're like, no, a man drinks beer like this. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. And do you come here often then?
Yeah. This is like my second home now. I'm here all the time, especially in Berlin, actually. I've been in Berlin, I guess, 10 weeks in total over the last year or so, and I've seen at least 6 or 7 German cities. So yeah, I'm really getting used to this place, man.
And you know, your tour is finished now. I guess you're going on promotion. So what's next? Where are you going next?
Next, I find out my schedule like in the car on the way to the next place. They just go, "You're going here?" I'm like, "Cool, let's go, let's do it." So I knew where I was doing. I just played, like I said, in Cologne, Munich, Göttingen, and Baden-Baden and Berlin. But now we're just going to go and promote this album and just make sure somebody listens to it. So yeah, that's where I'm going to next, to promote this album.
That's a good thing. So thanks very much for the interview. Good luck with the album, and hopefully seeing you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.
Hit music only. Energy. Hit music only.